So we're at the LMP1. We're at Barcelona, and we're gonna walk through this setup. See what we can do. See if we can map this car. Right off the bat, we got hard tires for this track. This is a hard tire track, and pretty much hard tires on the left side. That's the bottom line. I'm running full downforce. This car has boost, so full downforce. You're gonna want it. You're gonna use it. I think it makes the difference. And the brake pressure, you don't want too high. And let's see what we got. These cars. This is my setup here. Take a look at it. Let's look at this. Yeah. Run 45% on the radiator just to be safe. And usually this final drive, 3.222. This gear ratio. First gear is a little tall off the get, but for the rest of the track it's really good. So that's something to remember. Rock and roll. Here we go. Rock and roll, how you doing? Here we go. We're gonna go test this car out. Yeah, go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. We're at Barcelona. Here we go. Let's see what's up. Do a little cockpit view here for a moment, but I'd like to run around this wall. LMP1, let's get a view of this car. Nice car. This car is so assist are off. You know, I like to ride my brake at the tail brake. See how that added up on my brake, but my gas pedal was still down. Things help. So then you have boost. So you, instead of heavy braking, just a light braking. That's kind of the trick with these cars. Even right now, braking lightly, a little bit of heavy brake come around, and you almost got a full boost to work with. Brake a little early, kind of feather the brake, nothing heavy braking. This one like two feet. Got two coming. Right-handed, same thing. It just keeps brake a little early, brake straight, and then turn it. Always looking at that inside view, not too inside, right? But then your eyes go too far inside. That's the trick. Your eyes always go where you're looking. Or your car goes where your eyes are looking. Yeah, I should have more boost. Gas pedal on, little braking while the gas pedal's on. Little braking. If you look at my brake on the left, on the HUD there, right there, that red, you'll notice that I don't give it a lot. I kind of speed a little bit all the time, but not too much. And that gets that boost. A little bit, see that blue bar on the right go up. And then your brakes don't overheat. Kind of a trail braking thing. Rock and roll, Ace Racing is where you're at. Thanks for coming to the channel and hanging out. See if we can't get this rocket going. Get started by myself here. Nobody's here yet. wide, little deep. Just a little, and then home. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. I usually don't go over 40% on pressure on my braking. We got the left front tire heating up. We might have to go adjust that. Maybe we'll have to go add a little bit of benching. This track is notorious for heating up the tire. I was talking earlier about changing hard tires. Even if it's really cool up the track. This track is so let it flow. Keep braking, not too hard. Let the flow, let the flow. Get a 26 here. There's a 26. 25. Let's go address this. See the tire down there. See it's getting warm. And we got a little too much. Let's go address this. Alright. What do we got? Here we go. So, well, we'll just open the desk. That's a good start. That's going to make a difference right there on this tire. Yeah. Let's get over here to the engine. Let's put 50. There we go. Yeah. You know, that 3.222 right there, that's something key for this car. Take a note there for future using these cars. You know, when it comes to setting your pit, I usually set damage. And what that does, so damage is on. Right here you can see it's all on. Yes, 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 all the way down to the list right here. So then when I do pit, so I got it named damage. So when I do pit, you know, and if I want to, you know, if I need fuel, or, you know, basically when you're setting your pit strategy, you've got all this, like I got one for rain, here on the left there, one for tires. When I'm in the Indy car, sometimes in a long race, you need to do specific tires, or just fuel only. And here it is, I got damage on it. So you see down the bottom, it's showing the damage. And usually, 1% engine damage, I'm coming in. I'll get a 3 second, 2 second, sometimes a 1 second pit stop. There you go. That makes a difference in the race. That's the bottom line. So I'll run that way, and let's go. That one. Let's see at 123. I'm going to have to get more boost before this straight right here. So that's going to be tricky, trying to get the brake down but not slow down too much. Running across purposely have that data set up where I got boost. Rock and roll, nice to see you coming in here. Leave me a comment. And let me know who you are right now on that video. Rock and roll. Guys, this is an open lobby. You're more than welcome to get on this Project Car 2 and jump in this lobby. See if you can do it. We gotta do that 125. Let's put that down to 123. Braking is everything. Pre-planning, looking forward. That little slit on the left-hand window there, under the mirror. I'm looking through that. When I'm driving that way, I'm looking that far forward. That's kind of what you got to do. Keep this braking up. See, I'm not going to get the gas pedal all the way down. I want that boost to stay. I'm going for a qualifier. Now I'm going to build it up. Alright, here we go. I'm going to use that boost. See if we can't get into 190. Oh, there it is. 192 looks packed out. So I need to brake early, get some boost on. Don't blow the corner. I do the corner. Bring it on. Up, not too much, kind of feather in the brake. Got 1 second up. Brake early, wide, turn in tight. Here we go. Look at that front back tire heating up. Ooh, out of bounds. Oh. Oh, he's not going to go away. Heavy braking. Oh, with the brakes, heavy braking. Brake might be a little too far forward. My pedal is just off the floor enough to not let the boost be engaged. Here we go. So I shifted up right there, diving in. So instead of it slowing the car down, it's like, let the car coast a little faster. I'm not making that. Not easy. I'm telling you right now. Not easy. Tires are hot. Oh, yeah, look at that boost.
Bonus cards ace.
Ah, dude, the boost, like, totally works on the boost. Four-wheel slide there. Your car's fast. Bottom line. You're doing 150 mile an hour. So first gear is a little tall. A little bit. Sometimes you can clutch it, but more often than not, you need that first gear to be tall. Like right now, you have a little bit of speed when you're not tapped out. Yeah, I'm gonna retire. Let this lobby grow. I just opened up this lobby. Definitely come join if you guys are hanging out. Project Star 2, PS4, and PS5. We're both cross-play. Okay. I'm going to retire and restart this lobby over. I'm not going to send out any invites. It just blacks out the feed here on this live stream. You guys won't be able to see anything when I go into private settings of people's settings. So I'm not going to do that. Just let it roll. Keep working on this setup. You saw that tire was heating up tremendously. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Let's see. Let's see. That track temp is just tremendous. I think we're just going to vent it. Going to vent it. My brake pressure might be a little hot. It was on the edge. Let's see. Might want to, bottom line, just open the vents. This track, it's almost like driving on sandpaper. It's got some old textures. Yeah. We want to beat that 25. Let's get this vent up to 50 right here. And yeah, let's go for it. Like I said, getting the damage always hurt. Let's see, I'll do a pit when that damage gets there. We'll see what we get for a pit. I'd like it to be 3 seconds or under. That's the goal. A traditional pit is 5.6. That makes it 2 seconds can make a difference in a race. You know that. So, alright. Run down the deck. On the asphalt. Looking at the unit. Get our first lap in. Warm up the tires. Not too much. Right? No, we get hot. Have to coast through a little bit. Get ourselves a good qualifier. At this corner up here. Up that tire probably the most. So really mentally thinking about what we're doing to that tire to save it in the race. We've got a long way to race. We've got to keep that way. Kind of feather the brake and not too heavy on the brake. So how you guys? How you doing? You guys off? I know the LMP1, hopefully you had experience in it. What animal? If not, definitely check it out. Earlier in the video, I did show my setup. Start with. So, get this boost up. Get the boosters up. We want to get that one.
We've got good pace. Keep the focus. Let's hook up that lap for a good result.
Down the boost. Here we go. And we'll go. Here we go. Get that 190 early or over the finish line. Nice. That's a great start. Great start. Let it flow. Lift a little. Let it flow. Stay inside. Look at that white line. Nothing else. No deeper, no less speed. Easy, easy, easy. Remember that tire was just wore out. Easy on braking. I didn't slide through there that time. Here we go. Ooh, going wide. Going deep. Ooh, what a save. That was close. Great braking. Inside curve. Whoa! Be real. Not going to give me that 23 I'm looking for. But that front tire staying cool. See it? That left front tire. Just changing that venting. Definitely helps. Here we go. Momentum. Ooh, ooh. Slide. There you go. Let it go. Let it go. Not the top speed, but we got 180. I don't mess up, you might get a 1.7. Bring it down. I almost got too much braking in the front. Seems like possible. Let her go, let her go. Alright, keep it on 4 wheels here. Yeah. Here's that tall first gear, kind of while you want it, right there. That might be a 24, 25 this year. I'm looking for a 23. There it is. I'm 10 mile an hour slow, not paying attention to that boost. Look a little bit, keep it inside tight. Got that front tire, which is wearing well. Too much brake here. Okay, outside to inside. That's the goal. Down to first right here. Think about keeping it tight inside. Back down to second. Back down to first. Into that tall first gear. Boost up. Get a good one. Get that 190. It's gonna make a difference. There it is. Stick. A little bit of slide. Keep it smooth. Lift up, let it go, squeeze through. Rockin', how you doing? Leave me a comment, man. You guys rockin' rolling. When you join the lobby, if you have Project Cars 2 on the console. Two wheels, bring home. Keep the flow, keep the momentum. Okay, 24, but the rock on the front. Can you make it up? A little bit of lift right there. Let it stay inside. Again, lift, let it come inside, and then pedal to the market. Slow go. Get that 23. ready. A little bit loose. Oh, not getting it. Let's talk about this. All right. 124, 125 essentially. And, you know, we're all seeing where I'm not getting it. It's happening in a few places. Obviously, I got to have the boost in the straightaway. And it's all about not too much braking, just enough braking, setting up the car to be like this at the right time. Every factor counts when you're talking microseconds. It just is that way. Let's see what we got. So the tire was cooling off. You saw that front left. But it wasn't enough. Excuse me. It was not enough. And maybe the front braking. Let's try that. Let's try that. I don't know. That could be it. We don't want to just come around. She can spin around now. We don't know what's going to happen. Let's check out our opponent here. Yeah. Let's check him out. This car's just awesome. Fast. Super fast. Squirrely as it gets. You know? So tricky. Yeah. Hopefully you've had a chance to tripod the cars too. It's one of the best in the tripod. Real good. Doesn't have the greatest. It's got some glitches. Everybody will tell you that, but overall, it's just fantastic. You know, the adjustability in it is almost next to none. You're talking about when you start messing with the dampener, one click can change your game. You think you're not making a corner, all of a sudden it will. And learn about that dampening. That's what makes a difference. Start to understand the car, it makes a difference. Yeah. And when I'm referencing dampening, you know, we'll go to that screen here. It basically, right up here it says dampeners, and on the left hand side you see the blue there, so you got the bump stop, so the slow bump and the slow rebound. Those things right there, that slow bump, when you increase that value right there, it says 29, 27, it makes the car turn initially sharper. And as well, the slow rebound, if your car's scrubbing, lessen that, and it will get more grip. And now these fast bump and fast rebound, if you turn it to the left, it'll turn in initially a little bit more, and if you increase the value, it will be less. And the same with this one as well. And now this is a minute way to just kind of not move the numbers tremendously, but just a little bit. And so if you decrease it, it will be more aggressive. If you increase it, it will be less aggressive as far as turning in. And the same thing with the rear. And the same thing on the rear. And right there, those minute adjustments. So one click at a time, you're gonna feel a difference. Go out there, get in a practice session and try that out. You're gonna feel a difference. It's amazing. Same thing when you go here on the suspension, on the ride height. You change that ride height just a little bit and go up, you're going to rotate at the end of the corner more. It makes a huge difference. And if you're getting a little loose sometimes, see, I've got my spring rate really low. That keeps the car from over-rotating in the rear. And then your anti-roll bar is the next thing you can adjust. You can bring it down if you're rotating too much on the rear. Those are some definite things this track, it is so difficult. Rockin'. How you doing, Ribby? We got the live stream going. If you want to go check it out, rock and roll. Guns out, guns out. Rock and roll. Tell me your favorite one-liner joke. Leave a comment. So it'll be a good one-liner. You can actually clip that corner when you see that inner green. You can cut that corner as long as you're on the rumble strip. Kind of like right here, you can actually cut that corner. I didn't do it. You can. That one comes up on 2 wheels in most cars. But you can fully use the track as long as it doesn't have to put the car to it. Some cars can take it. Some cars can't. Obviously, this one's like almost crazy. So I'm not pedal all the way. I'm not using my boost and getting the RPM up. Now it's the boost going. We can get to that 190. Can I hold it? Oh, on the edge. A little better. Don't have the speed though, but tires are staying cooler. When that braking duct, the ducts on the brake help. There we go. Let it go through or it'll really come down. Off the line. Almost flipped her over right there. That was close. Wow. That front tire is still cooking. I'm going to add more. Got to add more. I'm going to go 65. I'm just going to get more there. The braking, though, I changed that brake balance there. Right here, brake balance. I put it to 56. a little more towards the rear. I think it comes. You think it? Let's save that and call it good. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. I'll send over the setup I got.
Ace, the game has the traffic option, ride free, left busy, keep right, something like that I've seen in the race I saw in one of your videos.
Yeah, well, I did a short because we got 3 wide, and basically I was like, okay, I need to stay right, and I kept right, and I was able to keep it, without getting trashed. 3 wide where we cannot be 3 wide. That was tricky. Let's make sure we got 6 laps worth of fuel here. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, rock and roll. Leave me a comment on that. Metal to the metal.
Left side.
Squeezing ahead.
All clear.
Break early.
He's 2 lengths back. 1 length back. Half length back.
Going to the tarmac. Usually I like to start the race because it allows me to see, avoid accidents, just like giving him some space on the inside. Try to make it a race. If you're too aggressive and you're going to beat me, I'm going to try to cut off the line. But that's good. Try to put my car where your car wants to be, kind of thing.
Yes.
Flip right over on it. So light. So rigid. The soft is so good. It makes you flip your house. I'm in more lap traffic and it's more possible later in the day. But otherwise, I'm good. I might just pull out of the way. Have a chance to race myself to front. I'll do that. I'll pit, you know, one lap before the end of the oval race instead of waiting for the end. Get that chance, come back, get a draft. But that's good.
You go like a motorcycle.
Yeah, I mean, motorcycles, that's my background, dirt bike riding. So I do, you know, I don't know if you ever heard of the CR, Honda CRs. I had a CR, mini CRs, but my favorite was the CR 500. And that baby's got some balls, I'll tell you right now. It gets down and boogies. And you gotta know how to handle the power. So
You're currently setting the fastest lap of the race. Keep it up.
These cars are down for it. Once you know how to ride on the board and trust it and know it's going to stick, the race team, sometimes you just got to commit and find out what that threshold is. Don't be afraid of it. Go to the practice track, or even in good on qualifier, find out, you know, let that feel the downforce, take some off, and put it all the way on. You will realize you can take it home and grab it. Just the same, I was talking earlier, I got this track, hard tires, or tires in general, I'm running hard tires. And if you don't know, when you come out on the track with soft tires, you're not going to have a race. That's the bottom line. And that's kind of a living learning situation. Or unless, you know, I'll tell you, I'm quick to tell somebody, oh, here comes around smash, I'm going in the pits. 11 on the front. We're going in. We're going in. West this.
Roger, box this lap.
Oh, getting wild. Getting wild. Alright. Yeah. The tires there. And if you noticed, I went for like 65%. Now my left front tire's not heating up. I'm on lap 4. It's heating up by lap 2 before.
Go!
1.4. Here we go. First sign of damage, I'm pitting. Excellent pit stop. Excellent pit stop. Now, I do have 4 windows on this race, and you can't see 2 of them. But the last one is random. Right now, we're seeing fog. Could have been fog with rain. So, looks like it is fog with rain. Oh no! So here it is. What do? I'm ahead. Do I pit again and get tired? Or do I struggle through it? What do? Let's see how she runs. Here it is. I think I can win. The damage comes quick. Not careful. Here we go. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna pit. I'm getting tired. So here we go. We go in race strategy. Select strategy. Terrain. Go back. Get on out of here. Whoa, can't even see. Whoa, no damage. No. Oh, this is getting tricky, Ricky. It's getting tricky. It's getting cockpit. What are we looking at? Oh, man, I don't even see the headlights. Whoa. Or my, I do have Ooh. Puddle, heavy puddle builds up right here. It'll make you slide out. Okay, bring it around. good with quick crew is. See if I can get under a 19-second with the fixed. Tires, maybe under 12 seconds to get the tire time. Not too well. No, guys are looking at 17 seconds for tires. 18
Ha ha ha.
seconds. Right? Oh, that's awesome. You know it. That's hilarious.
Release and go.
26 seconds here. I should have just went there. Right? I should have. But, you know, it's all good. But that's why I set that up, you know, because it's called the fuselage, as far as I'm concerned, you know. Now I'm dealing with this as well as anybody else. And today's I chose to pit, what, one pit too early. Got the rain. I'm thinking, probably really for pulling it off. Yeah, nice job, really. Well done. Yep, nice job, Rivy.
A bit of drifting to finish.
Yeah, right. That was good. Good race. The rival got there. Yeah. Well done. Well done. Let's shorten this quality down. Yeah. Yeah, Barsha got a nice one. Good job. Worked it out. Got the live stream going there if you want to check that out. It's called Ace Racing's the name of the channel.
Hello. Sweet racing. Do you use controller or wheel?
I'm on the wheel. I got a DD Plus. Definitely. It made it more difficult to begin with. I'm starting to get used to it.
Rock and roll, emoji red heart. Give the live stream a like.
This track is mainly known for motorcycles, actually, but definitely fun track. Fun track. I was talking to a marshal from here, about 30 years. He was here. He was racing with me on this track.
Have you tried any rally games?
Not so many. Not so many. No. This is exactly the way it looks. Yeah, and he was amazed. He was just really blown away.
Come on, let's take pole.
I do have a party going. You can join the party if you open your settings. You can be heard on the live stream. You have to set your settings to be publicly heard. I was concentrating that time. take a look at this setup here. See what we had rain last race. We could have rain in this race. I have a random window, 1 out of 4, so it could happen. So look for it. Happened last race. Nice job, Barsha, for taking that race. You guys are awesome for supporting me here. Let's go see what we can do. Let's take this car and see if we can't drop that time down. So we're in the LMP. And this car is like on the deck. Like you can see I'm almost rubbing my butt on the asphalt here as we go down the pit road. It's on the deck. So I'm really losing my time here doing turn 1. Basically, all the way up on the hill there, we just saw that guy here. As well. But you guys are set up if you don't have something. I'm running 10 and 10 on my downforce. Hey guys, I'll send you over this setup. It's generic to use most circuits. Like I said, be prepared for weather. It could happen. Just be prepared. Happened about second to the last lap. All of a sudden, some fog and rain came in. Yeah, that Marshall, he was just impressed with this. He couldn't believe it. You know, this laser scan, he worked here for 30 years, and he said, this is how this looks. It's impressive.
Car on your right. All clear.
That's kind of where I was talking about trusting your downforce. You know, I knew the car was going to stick, and the faster I went, the more downforce it had. I mean, you'd be amazed at how much downforce the tonnage it gets. I'm exaggerating. It's almost like it adds tonnage. It's hundreds of pounds of downforce. It's crazy. You know, one of the things when you're driving this fast, you want to put your eyes directly where you want to be, nowhere else.
Great start. Fastest lap of the race.
So I'm expecting that weather window to open up any time now, so be careful. Looks like it's going to be hazy.
To avoid being disqualified, you've got to come in this lap.
Yeah, no damage to be repaired. Usually a 5.6. We'll see what happens here.
Okay, mate, all clear. Go, go, go.
Guess I was mistaken. Looks like we might have some rain with fog here. Well, that was tricky, Ricky. Bottom line. So that weather window's tricky. I mean, that's catching us off guard. Yeah. What are we going to do about that? It's twice. It's third time a charge. Are we going to be rained on again? Let's see what's going on. This track is one of those tricky tracks because it's got straights, but yet you've got to get through that chicane and have control of your car. So you need to have some downforce. It's a little of both. I do have a special setup for it. And let's look at the setup. So let's load the setup for Monza here and take a look. So there it is right there. You see the difference down in the bottom under chassis. That's the difference right there. And I think that's the bottom line. The rest is pretty standard for what I already had. But yeah, you saw it. It's all about that downforce. Maybe, you know, right here on the diff, take a look at that. But might run the braking a little more to the rear. I'll send it over to you. Share the Monza setup. Just because you're here about it, there you go. There it is. Rock and roll. Alright guys, you guys in the stream, I am going to send out a couple invites. The screen's going to go blue on you. It's going to not let you guys see the private information. It's going to take me about 10 seconds. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. It's coming back, though. Yeah. Doesn't want all that private information to be floating around the internet.
Go steady on the outlap.
Right here is one of the key spots to be successful. That right there. And then here, you gotta get down into second gear. You can almost stay in third. I do tend to grab second. Staying up here as well. It's a second or third. Better in second. It's one of those things. See how third was a little sloppy, kind of sluggish. It wasn't so direct. As well, kind of grab third here. Here we go. Could have had more boost. My boost was a little low. So top speed's not there. I do think it's key to grab second in the chicane. It makes a difference. I did send over that setup there, Rival. You can take a look at it, see what you think, try it out. Rock and roll. All right, guys. I'm going to bring you with me. I'm going to make a cup of coffee. Wow, that's 2 minutes. It goes down. I'm sure some of you guys might be into the night. Some of you guys are probably listening in the morning. I love the fact that this platform goes all around the world. It's awesome, really. Something to be like, this is a special thing in real time. It's really cool. It's not, it's rock in roll. Like, this is rockin'. Rockin'. Rockin' before. That's rockin'. That's why it's rockin'. And I know you guys are rocking. That's why you're checking out this car. You have the parts cars too. 1021. Yeah. Send that setup to you. Here's the setup if you want to take a look at it. If you don't have time, come back to this video and you can take a look at this setup. That ABS shouldn't be up as high as that is. Let's take a look at that ABS again. Yeah. And the differential. I noticed that the bias power, that should be not as well. Let's save that. And this is a hard tire track. I could put at least a hard tire on the outside. One tire right there. Could be a hard tire right there. It's here or there. We'll try that.
Okay, mate, focus on the lights. Nothing else matters now. Just get a clean getaway and defend that pole position. One right. Clear.
Puppy on the outside and trying to make that, he's through that corner, but we all went through there. That was pretty good.
Right side.
Ooh, I got 6 damage.
You're clear.
I'm not going to get that big. Although we know it's going to maybe rain later, right? I'll still pit. I'll double pit if I have to. Although last time I double pit, Rival took advantage and won the race. But I'll still double pit. We'll get this damage fixed because it's going to slow me down. And as well, I'm sure Rival, you got some damage as well. it's raining. Let's call for a pit.
Pit confirmed, we got that, we'll go.
And then I'll set my strategy in case it rains. We might pit again. Alright, don't get penalty. Get your boost up. Alright, Rockin.
All clear, go!
It's a good pit, good pit. I'm going to change the strategy right now, though. To rain, just in case. That 180. So I'll go into this in a second and then grab it. So I'll definitely grab it second here, but you did see me staying first or third right here, but I'm going to grab second again, go down to that penalty. This Mongo is actually really a beautiful track. It's got a little bit of everything, and it's got room to race. So yeah, I'm running a Fanatec GD Plus. I'm really liking it. I think though that if you wanted to get the cheaper package with the GT titles, well worth it. Would do it all day long if I had to make that choice. I have the V3 titles and I do have the GD Plus. I really like it. I don't ever have to replace it. And I've had the T29s and I've had the Thrustmasters and I've had to replace them all. I've been through 4 wheels. And so with what I had invested in those wheels, I've got invested in this one. And to be honest with you, I have a nice car as my daily with the Corvette. I put many more miles here on this platform than I do in my actual car. And race the Corvette really well. Here to tell you, after I was well, rocking on to that platform is pretty darn good. I can't really knock it. I do want to get into the Project Motor racing, but I'm going to have to get maybe a computer for that. I don't have that. I don't have a PS5. And I don't want to let this platform go or die either. I really enjoy it. I'd like to be able to keep both going, possibly, but I might have to open a separate channel for the Project Motor racing. I think we got weather coming in, to be honest. That haze, that top, was the weather. So let's watch for it out there. It's pretty cool. It's pretty quick. And it's still hazy.
Great stuff. Fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, I like that second gear. Going to fifth and then now 4, 3, 2. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. Here I'm in sixth. I'm right and that one shift up and you're off and running. That makes a difference. Let's take a few shifts together. Clear. We're looking at clear skies. Bring it home. We got clear skies.
You're currently setting the fastest lap of the race. Keep it up.
Start braking at 200, press hard at 100, and then control the car down to what's necessary for that lap at 100. Depending on what's going on. This clutch there, that call first gear. But as you'll notice, that call first gear, I'm able to use it right here. Right here, I jumped that first, but it's not too low. Ooh, caught and almost flipped the car. Okay. Sauce is clear, almost high centered. Almost got a rental change right there on that sausage clear. Oh no. Locked her up. Looking at the moon. Get it. Boy, I tell you, this car could use one more gear. It's all that. One more gear. Let's see if we can get a lap down.
This is the final lap. Just keep it smooth.
Alright, I'm going to get down to first, but I'm going to do it kind of smooth and not too choppy. Not too much brake, keep rocking up. Down to second here though. Bring it in tight. Second. Again, down to second. It's going to be close. Close.
It's now or never, bud. Go for it.
Couldn't avoid the turn. Just gonna slow down for the time being. Couldn't avoid the turn. Drove in too tight, too quick. That's the turn. Took me out. Couldn't avoid it. You know, Monza, that's a good track. That's a great track. Yeah, definitely, guys, you know, leave me a comment there on some tracks that you know of that are special in your mind. In case you can't visit them. Coda, the Circuit of Americas, Circuit of the Americas. That track is one of the most difficult, really, to begin with. It's another one of those hard tire tracks, but it's rewarding when you can get it together.
Well done, mate.
Especially
You won the
through
race.
those S-turns.
You really earned it
Yeah,
today.
baby.
Great job.
Rock and roll.
Let's take pole. You can do it.
That's a much better lap. Let's see if we can get this hairpin on the end on the inside. Let's be quick. Don't blow it. Keep it tight. That's smooth. Car goes. Keep up the momentum. Keep it up there. On the paint, I'm going to blow it out there. Ooh, almost spun out. Yeah, I'm getting a little loose. A little too loose. I'm running 10 and 10 for downforce. I'm getting through those corners. So like I was saying, that's something, because here you can get a lot of speed if you've got it. But when you fast on the rest of the track, What do you got, rival? Take it out there. Lay down on track at the lap. That's tricky. Ain't nothing easy about that. Let's take a look here. I think my braking was a little too aggressive. Let's see, 75. I think I'm going to put it to the front some more. Yeah, drop down these ducts a little bit. Yeah. It's tricky. Let's see. So after those S curves, that's the most difficult part of the track. Because that's where you lose all your time. And you saw me go wide already in my second lap there. So after the S curves, then you have that left-hander. Well, I'll point it out when I get there. But right there is where you have to be planning ahead to fully have momentum. And you can gain a second and a half there versus going the other direction and slowing down. That's what's going on. And so it's a huge, huge, huge thing. So you saw, obviously, immediately my mic was off while I was commenting about, you want to, I lifted here and I coasted here, but otherwise you can spin out. You saw me spin out there. But to get through here is a little bit of camber, and this off camber can throw you out. But you need to think inside, right here, and then when you were right back there, you're looking to make this corner right here. This is one solid, smooth. That's what makes it fast. And you can be a second and a half difference just on that alone, this last three corners. And so think about it, that wants to be the fastest part you can be on the track. I want to be as fast as I can be through there and look as far down the track as you can. As well, that tent on the left, that's where you want to be. So you're thinking, okay, I'm going to that tent on the left. I'm looking that far down track. See? That's the trick. Up here, you're going to put the car on the inside paint. That's the goal. I blew it. You saw it. Look where I'm at. That's the trick. You want to be on the paint so that you're in the place to be. Clip that corner. You saw me clip that corner that quick. Disqualified on the lap. And then going into the pit stop here. Here's a pit stop. You need to think about, bam, there's that wall. If you're hitting your brakes, you're locked up and you're into that wall right then, that quick. Definitely something to think about. Pay attention to. So it comes about, where did I put my eyes? I didn't put them on that wall. I put them on the inside paint where I want to be. All right, qualifiers up. Let's just go ahead and get back to the pit. Did you get that set up, Rival? I see you're in a different car. You can't get the setup. I mean, you could get it, but you can't use it.
Concentrate on the lights now. Let's get a nice clean getaway and hold that pole.
Come on, here we go.
Car left. He's clear.
So I saw him coming. I was looking for him. I made sure I got out of his way. And now neither one of us have damage. To where if we would have tried to cut him off, would have ruined both of us. You know? And those are things to be cautious of. Or conscious of when you're racing. I ruined your race trying to just be an idiot. And that's one of the things. I'm going to keep cool here, wait for him a little bit, and keep this race going.
Left. He's clear.
All right. He had himself a bum race. I'm going to see if I can't break this 43. Had to pick up my microphone. Talk. Messed me up.
says on my potential it's a 43.
That lap is a new personal best. Good job. Keep pushing.
And I was getting greedy. Doesn't pay to get greedy. So right there, that's what I was saying. Keep your eyes on the paint on the inside, because you can just blow right through right there. Well, I'm gonna get some tires. We got rain.
Mind the wheel spin. Off you go.
Heavy rain. Right through here, this is where you gotta just let it roll, be smooth. I lost it right here. And you saw me get sideways last lap, right here. I grabbed an extra gear, spun it sideways. Hard to judge it. Things on the track there. Can't force this. Tricky.
Got any more pace up your sleeve, now is the time to use it. Push as hard as you can.
In the dark, how scary.
It is tricky. Not being able to see where that corner ends. Yeah, in the dark and in the rain. It's tricky. I'm gonna do one more. We'll send out a couple invites, see if some people come. I'm gonna do the road course over at Daytona. Let's see, we will keep it more daylight. out here a little bit and send some invites.
Asphalt Racer emoji.
Here's a look at the setup for this track. Looking at 1 and 2 for downforce here. See here on the rear, camber angle's a little different. Gear ratio is a little different. ABS, I need to turn that down again. I might take this preload here down to 80. And again, take this bias ratio down. So, believe it or not, this car will do a 128 here at this track. If you're not familiar, that's really fast. Most people get, 130s, 132s, 133s. Yeah, that's fast. It's all about the infield here, getting that thing, that's where your speed's at. Obviously, the bus stop can be tricky.
Go steady on the outlap. Tyre temps are pretty low.
So here, you want to get down into first gear and be on the paint. That is the trick right there. Well, on the inside right there, and then think about successfully making this arc before you even get here. Otherwise, you'll brake too much or be going too fast. And on the inside here, on the paint. That's placement right there. Your car to be back there. Usually I might get down into third, fourth if I can through the bus stop. That light pole right in front of me, right there. That's your cue that you're in the right line. That's what's the trick, is to come out of that bus stop without questioning where you're at. Turn 1 here, I will put my eyes on the concrete barrier all the way to the inside, and then the white line right here on the inside. So I'm going to slow down. Right here on the white line, don't look any deeper, but then look all the way back in that white concrete barrier, because that's where you're looking to be, is in back here. So you look at the paint, but so I'll look ahead of time. I'll look at the concrete barrier, no, okay, that's where I'm going. But I look at the paint because I'm not going to go any deeper or any less deep. That's the trick there in turn 1. So boost is everything for your top speed. So you want to kind of drag your brake a little if you can. But like I said, look at the wall first, the end of the wall on the left, and then the white line right here. You see how I held out 5th there? I would have lost too much momentum if I shifted up. Yeah, so you probably noticed maybe you didn't. I had 11% engine damage already. So I mean, I don't have my radiator open enough. It's got to be up at like 55, I think, to be safe. Let's see, let's go back here, go back. Let's edit this. And yeah, let's add a lap here, or two, and save it. Yeah, it's tricky. That's 28s, man. That can be done here. I mean, it's really the infield, though. It's everywhere, but setup is everything as well.
Comment on your favorite tracks.
I'd have to say hands down, for me, it would be Laguna Seca. Laguna Seca, I mean, it's really taught me how to brake and gas and see through the corner, see the end of the corner, not cut the corners too much, and it all adds up. It can make that track, if you practice, that will make you a better racer if you go to that track. Well, rock and roll, guys. Let's go join the lobby. Let's see if there is a lobby.
Monza.
Yeah, Monza, that's a good one.
Rock and roll, guys. Rock and roll. Yeah, we were just running some LMP1 that was fantastic. You guys should definitely come check that out. Are you here, Mitty? Off we go. Rock and roll. Yeah, you were fast yesterday, Santos. Super fast. Well done. For sure. We'll get the live stream going, guys, over at the Ace Racing channel. Come check it out.
Ha ha ha, yes.
I got disconnected. That's no good. we made it in maybe. Let's see what happens. See what we can do here.
Go, go, go.
Warm up the tires a little bit. Flat spot them. Oh, well, there it is again. What's going on? Keep getting disconnected. This is no good. Rock and roll, guys. I'm just going to end the stream here. It's been good, and we'll do it again soon. Rock and roll. You guys come visit.